The most expensive part of owning a domino isn't the machine, it's the tenons. In this video, I'm going to show you how I make my own using these router bits and save tons of money every time I use my Festool Domino. Buying domino tenons makes sense when you're just getting started. They're convenient, consistent, and they work. But once you start building more projects, the cost adds up fast. Over the course of what is hopefully a long career or hobby, you will end up spending thousands on the tenons. At a certain point, it just makes more sense to make your own. Not as a shortcut, but as a long-term shop decision. In my shop, I constantly have thin strips of wood that get cut off projects when final dimensioning happens. That leaves me with tons of scrap wood that has already been surfaced on 3 sides and is perfect for making tenons. A successful woodworking shop will find uses for their scrap wood. It's just too valuable and expensive a resource to get rid of. The best material for tenons are hardwoods. The species doesn't necessarily matter. What does, though, is the characteristics of the wood. What you're looking for is straight-grained, dense, and stable species. I tend to have a lot of maple and cherry in the shop, so I use a lot of that. If you're making tenons for outdoor projects, consider hardwoods that have good rot-resistant properties like mahogany and sapele. I use both the DF500 and the DF700, also known as the Domino and Domino XL. Today I'm going to make 8mm thick tenons in 50 and 100mm lengths. The 8mm thickness can be used in either machine. These also tend to be the sizes that I run out of the most. So here's my process. This is probably the most time-consuming part of the process, but I can still get it done in about 10 minutes. My strategy is to take a group of scraps and get them all within a few millimeters from the final thickness. Then I can make shallow passes, while checking the thickness after each pass until I hone in on the perfect thickness. Once you have the planer dialed in where you want it, you can plane large batches, which is a huge time saver. I know they have digital gauges that you can put on your planer, which I'm assuming would help you get back to the same thickness quickly, but I've never invested in one. Would come in handy here if they work. Has anyone out there used one? And if so, what do you think? Drop it in the comments. The next step is to cut my tenons to width. I first measure the exact width with a pair of thickness calipers and then set my table saw to that number plus 1/8 of an inch. You'll see why I need to add this extra width in a later step. Now I grab my router bits and install them in my router table. The router bits I use to make my tenons are from Fine Buy Tool. They have sets for both the DF500 and DF700. They both come with shank options of 1/2 inch or 8 or 12mm shanks. The DF500 set has bits to make 5, 6, 8, and 10mm thick tenons. The DF700 set has bits to make 10, 12, or 14mm thickness tenons. I picked up the set for the DF500 because the 8 and 10mm router bits make tenons that will work for both the DF500 and DF700. Both are reasonably priced too. The DF500 set is $82.99 and the DF700 set is $72.99. I've been using these for over a year and they give me good, clean, consistent results. If you're interested in picking up a set, use discount code PECOS15 to get 15% off either router bit set. I'll throw a link to their website in the description as well. After installing the 8mm tenon router bit, I get my fence lined up to make the cut. Take the time to get the fence set correctly here, because once it's set, you don't have to touch it again until you change the router bit. Now you can just slide your strips through the cutter. Flip it around and slide the other slide through the cutter as well. Then grab your Festool Domino 500 and throw in the 8mm cutter head. Make a cut in a scrap piece and test fit the size of your tenon strip. This step is why I rip my wood strips 1/8 of an inch wider than I think I'm going to need. If the tenon's a bit too wide on your test fit here, I can always adjust the router fence slightly and remove some material. If it's too small though, I have to cut all new strips. With my tenons fitting nice and snug, all that's left to do is to cut them to the lengths that I want. I'm going to cut some to 50mm and some to 100mm. I used a spare tenon to set the cut length of my table saw sled, flip down my stop block, and then batch out a ton of tenons at the 50mm length. I repeat the process to batch out a bunch at the 100mm length as well. Now I can test fit them in an actual domino joint. First the 50mm and then the 100mm length. They're a good snug fit. Exactly the same as store-bought tenons and at 100% less cost. This whole process took me about 15 to 20 minutes, but that included getting my planer and router table dialed in. If you set up a good system for repeatability after you do it the first time, you should be able to knock out a batch in minutes and save yourself a chunk of cash at the same time. You can buy tenons from Festool at $25 a pack for 300 tenons. That works out to a little over 8 cents a tenon. If you do the math, you get your money back for the cost of the router bits after buying only 3 packs of tenons. Trust me, they go fast. I go through that many tenons every 3 to 4 months in my shop, and I'm not even a production shop. So I get my money back after a few months, and then I have free tenons for the rest of the life of the router bits. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're interested in checking out more content from the Pecos Aesthetic Woodshop, check out this next video that YouTube is recommending for you.